Market risk, especially the extreme sorts of risks that we really care about, are the result of two characteristics in the market. One is vulnerability, and the second is a catalyst, some sort of an event that propels the market in the face of that vulnerability. I want to talk about one aspect of vulnerability in the market, which is crowding or concentration, because that's something that's pretty evident today. And to give you a little bit of a historical view, let me just go back to some of the periods where there's been high concentration or high crowding. What I do is look at cases where some sector or group of stocks made up over 20% of the total market capitalization of the S&P. In the 1970s, we had an oil boom that occurred, and it affected consumer discretionary to where it was more than 20% of market cap. Then about a decade later, we had the oil shock, which affected energy, and energy went up to be more than 20% of market cap. Then in 2000, we had the internet bubble, and at that point, the TMT, the technology, media, telecom, went up to be more than 20% of the market. Banking in 2007, 2008. And when these events occur, the market goes back down, it readjusts. So wherever those concentrated assets are, over time, they underperform relative to the market overall. And sometimes they underperform by a lot. The TMT stocks dropped over 70% from their peak. The bank stocks also dropped around 70% from their peak. Now today, as you know, we have another area of crowding in the market, what's generally called the FANG stocks, but probably FANG more broadly defined. Certainly Tesla's in there now, Microsoft. And here we see that those stocks have grown to be over 20% of the market cap of the S&P, which makes you wonder about vulnerability. Now, there is some good news in this. First of all, value is starting to have a resurgence versus growth. Secondly, at least since the start of the year, we've seen the broad-based market outperform these stocks. So maybe they'll come back to earth gently. The key question, though, is will this vulnerability dissipate before the second part of the effect, some sort of a catalyst or event, triggers a problem in that part of the market?